fingers in your ear, but you can't forget from sundown to sunset. Nah. It's all in the air, you hear it everywhere. No matter what you do, it's gonna grab a hold on you. California soul. California soul. You see the sun comes up every morning, and if you listen, oh, so carefully, the winds that ride on the high tide whistles a melody. So the people started to sing, and that's how the surf gave birth, I'm told, to California soul. California soul. When you hear the beat, you wanna pat your feet, and you got to move, 'cause it's really such a groove now. What's a brand new kind of thinking in your mind, and you can't go wrong, 'cause you're grooving all day long. California soul. California soul. We have a melody and a beat, y'all, but it didn't seem complete, yes, until they saw two lovers kissing. Oh, sure, they knew just what was missing. So happy they were rocking and feeling, because they had added that loving feeling to California soul. California soul. Might as well get with it. The sound you hear, the fingers in your ear. Oh, just get up and get it. Early in the morning till the sun goes down. It's in the air, it's in the air. Oh, it's on the ring.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Los Angeles Angels. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And singing the big bat in the lineup so far this year, Joe Adell leads the team at OPS, so he's the guy that looks to slug and basically make things happen for them offensively.
Just a machine in terms of production at the plate. He'll take his walks, he'll barrel up the baseball, he'll hit the ball in the gaps, he'll hit the ball over the fence. So talk about a guy going good. That's him right now, and he's a bat that you want to stay away from if you're the pitcher.
So just about set now, and getting the call here, Griffin Canning. And singing, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Fought off foul. Righty to the plate. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Trey Turner now.
I don't care what some players might say. Nobody likes getting hit by a pitch unless you're in an 0-2 count and there's a knuckleballer out there on the mound.
1 ball, no strike.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Trout raging back towards the wall. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 3.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Kyle Schwarber.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Bryce Harper in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Harper goes 6 feet 3 inches, 210 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2010. Swung on, belted. Trout ranges back. And it is gone. He circles the bases. The Phillies score first. It's 2-0.
Fans expect Bryce Harper to do something special every time he comes to the dish, and he didn't disappoint there. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
And now it's Alec Bohm. And downstairs. One down, base is empty. And the 1-0 misses low. Canning, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. Guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And that one fouled off. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
The punch out there, 2 down.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Brandon Marsh, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. This one in the air, center field. Trout is there. Corrals it. And that is that. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back in Anaheim and on the hill, Christopher Sanchez. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
The wind of the pitch. Mike Trout in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And a foul ball. The 1-1.
No.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And the pitch. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Joe Adele. And that drops in for a strike. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1-1.
Man at second.
Ball. 2-1.
Swing and a ball popped up. Drifts towards it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Batting third, the left fielder.
All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Trout, the runner at second with 1 away. Outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's a hit. Here comes Trout flying around third. The throw is offline and he's in to score. And they trail by 1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice job at driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Brandon Drury to the plate. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Next pitch is outside. Man at first, 1 away. And that's downstairs and outside. At the belt and fires. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Gone. An absolute smash to left. Just like that, they move in front. It's 3-2.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Really great job of of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. That's off the mark, and that is ball one. The wide to kick the pitch. That's in there, and it's 1-2. And the pitch. That
Ball
misses. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And next for LA, Logan O'Hoppe. And that's in there for strike one. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. Oh, the throw is over his head.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And now the DH, Cole Tucker. Ball one there. Runner at second, 2 down. That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and they take a 2-run lead.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now batting Ere Adrianza. Ball one, no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
Tucker at second with 2 down. And a foul ball. On the ground to the left. Fires across the diamond. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and leave 1. Second inning coming up from Anaheim. Angels 4 and the Phillies 2. Second inning set to go. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
And a pitch.
Ball.
And takes low for ball one. Righty delivers. And there's a foul ball. And a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2.
Hacks swings and misses. It's a strikeout. This is Bryson Stott. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. And that's in for a strike.
One strike.
The Phils down by a pair here at the top of the second. And now it's even up. One down, base is empty. That one lifted to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two down.
The center fielder,
Johan Rojas digs in now. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball 2. 2-2.
Tap dances out of the way of that one.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
And he walked him.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
At the plate, Garrett Stubbs. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And here it comes. That one the other way. Nabs it, and that is that. Phillies strand 1. They trail it here 4-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Right through there for a strike. Rips that one to right. Makes the grab, one down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Here's Trout, double leading off the ball game, then came around to score the first run of the game. That one missed. Boom. Throws on to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Joe.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Joe Adell. He's 0 for 1.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And that one handled. Gets it to first. Out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So they go quietly there. We played 2 full. Angels 4 and the Phillies 2. And we're back. Top half of the 3rd inning. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Kyle Schwarber.
as he turns on the rubber and with that good live arm delivers.
Inside.
There's a strike. There's a strike. That one not close. And that's ball 2. Kicks and fires. And down on strikes. And one away in the top of the 3rd. Here's Turner now. He's 0 for 1. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
That one is upstairs. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. It could become dangerous.
Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 4-3.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. First pitch just misses. He's got it, and that is out number 3. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Angel Stadium, set for the bottom of the 3rd. So in now for the Angels, Taylor Ward. Sanchez back to work. Up the middle, Trey Turner gloves it to first. Out. 1 up, 1 down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
The first baseman, number 23,
Brandon Drury now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Right through there for a strike. Ground ball right side, and that's a fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. His first at bat was a strikeout. To the right side. Gets to it with a slide. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Doubled in his first AB. That's in there. That's strike one. Two outs and a runner at third here in the last half of the third. And it's into the gap. In comes the runner from third, and they lead by two. The throw in, and in at second with an RBI double.
Put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
And next is the designated hitter, Cole Tucker. Doubled his first time up. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This looks like extra bases. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 6-3.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
A couple of doubles today for the DH. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Christopher Sanchez departs, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Ranger Suarez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Man at second here with two away. A-Ray Adrianza, the next to hit for the Angels. In there for strike one. Tucker stands at second with two gone. And delivers outside. The pitch. Bounce to the left side. And that's just foul. On the ground, right side. Slings to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Angels 6 and the Phillies 3. Back in Anaheim, on to the 4th. Now the left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Adrianza tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Struck out swinging his first time. One down, base is empty. Over to first,
Out.
and Castellanos is out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Fly to left his first time. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that one is lifted in the air, and it drops in. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And he deals.
1-1.
Pitch out, but no action. The Halos leading by 3, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that is that. So one hit is all they get, and midway in the 4th, it's the Angels 6 and the Phillies 3. Ready to go,
And
bottom
leading off
4.
the
So in now for the Angels,
The
Zach
shortstop.
Neto.
Neto.
As the lefty gets to work.
No, that's a ball. 1-0.
The 1-0. That one fouled off. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the
2-1.
count 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Two now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two on the way. And
Ball.
another ball.
Full count.
Swing and a pop-up. Under it. Puts it away for the out.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Here's Mike Trout, 1 for 2. Singy, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. There's a strike at the knees.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Oh, 0-2 now.
Ball
And
one.
that's outside.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. And there's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
Now at the plate, Joe Adele.
Ball, that's
Just
too low.
missed. Here comes a pitch. And a strike in there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Trout at first, 1 gone. Good eye right there. Squirts away a little bit. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Trout into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Man at second. On the ground to third. Boom. Throws on to first. 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Taylor.
So up next, Taylor Ward. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
That one drilled left field, and that's a base hit around third. He will score. It's 7-3.
Waste no time there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
And now the first baseman, Brandon Drury. He's already homered here in this one. Foul ball. Strike 2.
0-2.
Kicks and deals. Wouldn't chase that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one 95 to finish him off. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 7-3. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Garrett Stubbs. Canning back to work. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Reed Detmers, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Fulmer, the right-hander, also getting loose. The pitch. Fought off foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Right-hander kicks, deals.
Ball.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The wind of the pitch.
That's a strike.
And
No.
that just misses.
Ball
That one at
3.
95 missed
Full
up
count.
top. Full count, 3-2. Into center. Trout settles under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for Philadelphia, the designated hitter.
Stepping in, the
Kyle
long ball threat,
Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber. That's a strike across the top of the zone. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-2. One down, base is empty.
Ball.
That one misses, and a count 1-2. Foul tip into the mid, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
That's
Turner
out.
in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Well struck left field, and that ball is out of here. 3rd home run of the season, and they cut into the deficit. It's 7-4.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Two out, space is empty. Next
Inside.
pitch misses inside, and it's 1-1. Two outs. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's back there. Tattooed and gone. They go back to back. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 7-5. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
So 2 down. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies, and it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2. And that's
1-2.
down and away.
That's a foul ball.
The 1-2.
that's
Just off
outside.
the outside part of the plate. That's to third. Adrianza throws on to first. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 7-5. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So in now for the Angels, Luis Rengifo.
The second baseman, Rengifo.
And a pitch.
Ball, no.
Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Junior Marte up and throwing. Strom getting loose as well. The pitch. And that one fouled off. The pitch. And a foul ball. And the righty deals. And that one hit to first. And it goes just foul. The pitch.
No, that's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Right-handed reliever.
Ball
Just
3.
off the inside edge.
Full count.
That's to third. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, catcher.
And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one missing low. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3. Now it's the DH for the Angels, Cole Tucker. He's been a great free agent side. Wouldn't chase that time.
1 ball, no strike.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3 double play. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the Angels 7 and the Phillies 5.
Games that are mine, plain Jane's gotta find a new plane for the drive. Hey, word to Nas, I'm shooting for the stars. Unlabeled with them bars, win against all odds. Cause they don't see the greatness till you show them you the man. They're filling up the stands.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Reed Detmers. He's been so good against lefties. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. The wind and the pitch. And a strike. ground ball left side.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Castellanos in the box again, takes a strike. And a pitch. Now 1-1. Action in the Angels bullpen. Matt Moore appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. And another ball. One out, base is empty.
Ball.
Just missed. In the air, right field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
One out, runner at second. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Here he is in a spot where he makes most of his money against left-handed pitching. Dives and he can't hang on. The throw is still in time, and they do get the second out of the inning.
Up next for Philadelphia.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Johan Rojas getting ready to hit. On the inside corner for a strike. With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. And now the count is even. Base hit into right center. Runner from third comes across, and it's a 7-6 game.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to pop with so many positives that led to that knock. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Garrett Stubbs stands in for the Phillies. Misses outside, and it's 1-0. That one in there across the letters. There goes the runner. The 1-1 is fouled off. Rojas leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
2-2.
In the dirt, and the runner holds. The 2-2. Bounced out to short, into the outfield, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Fastball down and in. Good spot to get a ground ball, but that one had eyes. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Now here is Kyle Schwarber. Pitch
1-0.
misses. Ball 1. Just missed. And now the lefty, top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
2 balls. 1
2
strike.
outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Outside corner, there's a strike.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. They limit the damage here.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, A-Ray Adrianza. And a pitch. And ball 1. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Gregory Soto up and loosening in the pen. That misses the zone. Now 2-0. Top of the zone for a called strike.
2-1.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And a pitch. That one down the line, and that's just foul. And the right-hander deals. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. At the belt and fires. And now it's filled up.
Full count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto.
Yeah.
Here comes the 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bounced up the middle. Makes the sliding stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
The center field, number 27. Mike Trout.
And now batting, Mike Trout.
Ball
First
1.
pitch misses. Two outs. And there's a ball. Two down, nobody on. That
ball
one
3.
misses, and that's ball 3. Righty delivers. That one finds the zone, and now 3-1. Foul ball there. And a payoff pitch. Stays alive.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Payoff pitch. And there's ball 4.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but with his speed, this guy out there in the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases.
Joe Adell will hit next. He swings and fouls one off. Hoffman over to first. Trout back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Trout off of first with 2 away. Righty to the plate.
2-2.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Castellanos makes the play, and it's out number 3. Angels leave 1 as they still lead by 1. It's 7-6. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Carson Fulmer.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, 1-run game. Trey Turner at the plate. 1 for 3. And here it comes. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1 strike.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He doesn't have a throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now here is Harper. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance. At least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
And the 1-0. Little chopper rolls foul.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Left-hand hitter waits. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That one misses. Ball 2. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. That one is absolutely belted. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. In to score from first. And this game is tied in the 7th.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good at these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Go ahead run on base. Stepping in, Alec Bohm. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Go ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Swings and lines one towards the gap. And no one can get there. Heading for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. It's 8-7. In there. He's safe.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Matt Moore comes on now. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that one fouled off. Man at second. Popped in the air. Left field. Ward drifts towards it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed. Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Adrianza. And Castellanos is out.
The batter number 5, second baseman, Bryson Stott.
And now it's going to be Bryson Stott. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Phillies 8 and the Angels 7. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Matt Strong.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. So in now for the Angels, Taylor Ward. The pitch. Slider clips the zone. Way inside, gets out of the way. Here comes a pitch. Got him looking. One away. Big time out leading off the home 7th. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Brandon Drury. And that one fouled off. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Called strike right there.
0-2.
Just misses. 1-2 to count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kicks and fires. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And now here is Luis Rengifo. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Rojas makes the grab, and that's the inning. Offense held in check there. 8th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 8 and the Angels 7. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Luis Garcia.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And here is Johan Rojas. And he deals. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The pitch. Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. And a pitch. That one off the mark. 2-2. And that skips in the dirt. Good job to fight that one off. The pitch. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Stubbs, the next to hit, takes outside. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Hunter Strickland getting loose out there. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. One down, base is empty.
Foul ball.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. So the batting order turns over. Next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Left-hand batter waits. Foul ball. Chopper right side. Tosses to first, and the Phillies are set down in order. Down quickly go the Phillies. They still lead it though, 8-7. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Sir Anthony Dominguez. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Logan O'Hoppe digs in now.
The catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
And a pitch. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Jose Alvarado, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. The 0-1. Gets the outside corner with that one. And the righty deals. And that one ripped into right. And a quick out, number 1.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
That one missed. kicks and deals. Just missed. Home team down a run. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Right through there for a strike. Next offering misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. A-Ray Adrianza up next for the Angels. The pitch. And that's ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction. There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
At the belt and fires. Out towards right center field. That one's back. And it is gone. That one felt good. His first homer of the year, and they add a couple more. It's 9-8. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Junior Marte on the pitch out of the pen here. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Zach Neto. That's a slider for a strike.
0-1.
The wind of the pitch. Out to short. Turner tosses across to first. That's the second out.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike.
Now Trout gets a chance to hit. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And there's a base hit to the left. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And here is Joe Adell. Boom. On to first.
He's out.
What a play. Inning over. 2-run shot for the Angels this inning. Last chance coming up for the Phillies.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be rocking that stage to the sun.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Carlos Estevez. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Here's Trey Turner. The pitch. Right through there for a strike. Right-hander kicks, deals.
1-2.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a pitch. Check swing. Now a look down to first. No swing. Just held it back there. Got him swinging. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
He's 2 outs away. Here's Bryce Harper. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And fouled off. A 1-run lead here at the top of the 9th. That one close, ruled a ball. Now 1-2.
That's one you always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
2-2.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Full count.
Alec Bohm waits on deck. One down, Phillies down a run. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So they're down to their final out. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Slice to right. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, Bruce, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
San Diego with some boys. 3 days no sleep, can't keep poised. Boys bugging on pesticide. Old buddy shooting like a bonfire. Aaron K2, bitch, Joe ride. She juggy shooting like Mr. High. Boys in the stoop, all the yo, we quiet. Got it in the boys where I'm at, 5 guys. Meal with the fries, eyes on the prize. Bang, bang, bang. Baby, no money, just say. Only ever trying to get paid. Pop it, bop it, lock it, fade. I don't know how I got paid.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels, 9 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 6 runners on base. For Philadelphia, 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 5 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.